My name's Kent Coates. We're at Nature's Root Farm in Point de Bute, New Brunswick, which is right on the Nova Scotia border with New Brunswick. I've been farming here full-time since 2007. We've started off growing mixed veg, really small. We had a few sheep, we had some mixed veg, had no staff, and over the years we grew and grew. Started with temporary foreign workers in 2018. And we went from starting off at 1.2 acres to now growing about 20 acres of vegetables, and we have about 70 acres that are certified organic. So that includes all of our crop rotation and including vegetables and other crops. We certified organic in 2016. We decided it was really a lot easier for us to explain what we were doing by having a standard that we subscribe to, as well as giving us a few more wholesale opportunities. And the current business model is to sell some at farmers markets. So we grow a wide variety of tomatoes and spinach and cucumbers and peppers that we do sell at farmers market to round off our table. But we really focus a lot on root crops, mostly carrots and potatoes, but as well as beets and parsnips and rutabaga. And we do wholesale the root crops as well. We've had a few challenges over the years. Labor is always a big challenge. We have 4 temporary foreign workers and myself working now. Can't say enough about those guys. They do super work. And they've given me a second chance at doing this, which I was getting pretty tired before we started that in 2018. But we struggle with weeds. Weeds and carrots has been really hard for us. And the crop rotation is a solution that we've come up with to deal with that. So we do a 4-year rotation. Carrots the first year, potatoes the second year. Following the potatoes, we plant a winter cereal, either winter wheat or fall rye. And then we frost seed in March when the wheat's only about this big red clover, do a double cut red clover, which is a really vigorous variety. And we leave that there for a year and a half. And then we terminate that, grow a winter. Going into spring, we grow an annual that winter kills, so that we can go back to carrots. So that's a 4-year rotation. Carrots, potatoes, followed by winter wheat, followed by red clover, followed by a winter killed annual, then we go right back to carrots with minimal tillage.
Can you tell me why you choose those to plant? What do they do for the earth?
Sure. Yeah, so after we grow carrots, so typically a late season crop, there's not much time to get a cover crop in behind them. It's too late in the season. So we have open ground going into the following spring, which is great for potatoes. So we go right into potatoes and our other early veg. A couple fields we'll plant buckwheat to get us 6 weeks later before we plant our late season vegetables. And then we plant the fall rye, winter wheat. Those are about the only 2 crops that we can plant reliably the end of September that'll become established and then grow the next year. And they do a great job of catching extra fertility from the vegetables so it doesn't leach out. And then they're also the problem with weeds is that in an annual cropping system is they compete with your crop. So by planting in the fall, it's a winter cereal. The weeds germinate, but they winter kill, and then the wheat comes so fast in the spring that it smothers all of those next generation of weeds. So essentially, we've emptied the seed bank of 2 years worth of seeds by planting those winter cereals. And that's what we have to do if we want to get control of weeds and carrots. We need to get the weed seed bank zeroed out. So we try not to let weeds go to seed, choosing those varieties to get the weeds to grow but then die. The red clover does the same. We harvest the wheat, the red clover is already big. We'll mow the red clover a couple times, hopefully exposing a bit of light into the soil. We'll get those weeds to start, but then the little clover comes back so fast it smothers them out, so we might get a 3rd or 4th generation of weed seeds that die. And then the clover is also a legume, so it's fixing nitrogen, and then we're able to actually reduce our fertilizer by half for those first year of carrots. So I've been really happy. We're 1 year through the cycle in our first field. We reduced our carrot weeding on early carrots by 75%. think we could. And that was a weedy field. So I'm really hoping we can reduce our carrot weeding, our late carrot weeding. It would be nice to eliminate hand weeding from the late carrots. We do a lot of mechanical weeding as well with the tractor, but the hand weeding it's not good for any of us. So yeah, that's a few of the reasons.
Great.
There might be
Yeah,
more.
thank you. And where can we find your produce aside from in the veggie boxes?
Sure. So our focus has in the last few years has certainly been farmers markets. So we're at the Sackville Farmers Market, the Moncton Market, and the Dieppe Market for us is the big one. We take a lot of produce every week to Dieppe Market all year long. Lots of storage crops. We're 2 people full time washing vegetables all winter. Mostly for markets, but we also do some wholesale, some to you, some to Doma and Moncton,
Right.
some to Sterling's in Moncton. Sterling's has been really super to us. And Bun and Acres runs the warehouse market in Halifax. So we're selling quite a few carrots and potatoes into Halifax as well. Certainly Halifax, I think in the long run, if we're going to do a delivery to Halifax, we'll keep adding, hopefully adding a few more stores.
Yeah. Great. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you.